Planet Marge.
Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to Planet Mark, a planet with the greatest atmosphere. Great to have you here with us tonight, because tonight is not just any night on Planet Mark. Tonight we have a meteor crashing in right on us. Let's hear it for HangingMenGang. And their PR manager, Kadey Paerry. And also some very special guests introducing some very special products for us. Sophie, Marge, and Sporky. Well, welcome to our show, Katie. It's an honor to have you here tonight. You're the PR manager of the HangingMenGang, is that right?
That is right.
Well, as they're a German group, they're from Berlin, well, you've agreed with me that I'll ask you a few questions about them in a minute.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Well, we'll come to that a bit later. But first, let's hear a song. Well, tell me, they had the first official gig, like, a couple of weeks ago. How did it go?
It did very well, really. It was a great atmosphere. They had their gig in an apartment, and they invited their friends, and they brought friends. It was crowded, and yeah, it was really good. It was a lot of fun. Everybody was rocking, so I would say they're doing really good, yeah.
Well, that sounds absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to hear their new song. Let's hit it.
Hey Marge, have you just heard about the new 10 weather taft?
No, just tell me what it is about.
Do you know 3 weather taft?
Yes, of course, I use it every day.
Oh Marge, I used it too, and it was okay at least the first 30 minutes.
Oh, I totally agree.
So now I've tried this 10 weather taft and it's awesome. Touch my hair and you will feel it. You know what I mean?
Wow, it feels like stone, not a tiny hair gets out of place.
Amazing, isn't it? You won't believe what this simple hairspray can do. Really, it is an all-round talent.
Tell me more, sister.
10 weather taft will never disappoint you. It stands sun, even the hottest desert. Storm, want to ride the roller coaster? Don't worry about your styling. It even stands the severe cold. You want to make an expedition to the North Pole? Go ahead, you may have some problems, but your styling is none of them.
Okay, this sounds good, but I'm not convinced yet. What about rain? It always ruins my hairstyle.
Rain? That's cute. You can go swimming and after this your styling is still the same as before. Yes, 10 weather taft is so good.
You are kidding.
No, really, it's true.
But how do you get this spray off your head then?
I was wondering about the same thing, but it's rather simple. You just need a little bit of soap or shampoo, so it's no problem when you are showering.
Move on, what else is so special?
In addition to the things I've already mentioned, it even stands atomic winds, radioactive radiation, and what I personally like, you can kill little spiders or other insects with it.
Yeah, that's great. My insecticide is always empty when I really need it. But every woman has hairspray in stock. This is pretty inventive.
Exactly. That's why you should buy it. But that's not all. Moreover, it is easy to comb out and it looks really natural. And also functions as a fragrance because it smells so good. I can only recommend it to all women.
You've totally convinced me, Sophie. Let's go shopping.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Sophie and Marge. Now I really feel ready for the next solar wind.
Planet Mark.
So, no more waity Katie. Here we are, Katie. So, maybe you should let our listeners know a little bit more about the band. How did the Hanging Men Gang come together?
Well, the singer and the guitar player, they've been knowing each other for a really long time. They lived in the same city. They've done a lot of music together. They all were in different projects with different people. And about 3 months ago, they found their drummer. They met him at a bar, and they asked him if he wanted to play for them, and he was totally fine with that. And he came, and they only had a children's drum set, which was okay too, and they actually extended it with a pot and stuff like that. So it's a really fun band. And then a couple of weeks later, they met their bass player and their other guitar player, and yeah, now they've been playing together for quite a few gigs.
Well, that sounds great. What does the band name Hanging Men Gang actually mean?
Well, once HangingMenGang walked up on a street and they met this guy. He was hanging on a rope. His name was Hank Bauer, which is their manager now.
Oh, yeah.
And he spoke to them from high above, and there was this light all around him. And he told them that, yeah, there will be a band with a great influence on the whole nation. So they were stunned. And, well, that's why they made him their manager. And in memory of him, they called him Hanging Men Gang. Yeah, that's how it happened.
Wow, that's smashing. That reminds me a bit of Tenacious D. Well, as their PR manager, how would you describe the success of the group?
Well, they're doing really good. They've had a couple gigs. They also play in Hamburg next weekend, so they're actually doing a lot of stuff. They're releasing the album in the next probably 2 or 3 weeks. They're really working on it, and yeah, they have internet presence. When you Google them, they are on the first top 5. So
wow,
yeah. Whenever you want to just find them, just go on the internet and put in Hanging Man Gang, and you definitely get something. They're on Facebook, they're on MySpace, so yeah, I would say they're pretty successful for not being together that long.
Yeah. Wow, thank you very much, Katie.
You're welcome.
Well, let's hear a second song, but first, let's have a little talk with Sporky.
Planet Mark.
No, Mark, I brought you something very special today.
Oh my god, what is that, Sporky?
Glad you asked, Mark. You won't believe this. This is a spork.
A spork?
Yes, and not just any spork. This is a sporktastic sparkling spork.
But what is a spork?
Well, it's a hybrid between a spoon and a fork, and it has an incredible success story. Barbara Burnett, for example, has been reasonably successful in eating KFC's mashed potatoes with gravy, and John Bragg likes to paint them gold and put them behind his ear so he can be a spork pimp.
Well, that sounds amazing.
Yes, and you can do all that and everything you can imagine with this Sporktastic sparkling spork that I brought just for you. And Mark, keep it safe. That is not just an eating utensil, it's a way of life.
Wow, Sporky, I feel honored. I'm sure my next space meal will be Sporkalicious.
Planet Mark.
Oh, vielen Dank, HangingMenGang. Well, come back soon. Ihr wart sehr gut. Great to have you here. Great honor for Planet Mark. And I'm sure you have great success from now on. And bleib geschmeidig. Keep on going. We're now very anxious to hear your second song. Let's go.
One, two, three, four. Probably want to write a song, but shit is only blue. Cause I had nothing that's going on, but still I'm thinking about play about getting out of me, take another way. And cause it seems to be that nobody's going down. Last night and nobody had so white. The stars that shine so bright and falling down on you. Now I have an idea and now I'm patent to steer. And hope that I am longer live than you and your whole family. Cause I want to be the last person here on earth. And no one at my side when the world is going down the line. And no one at the wine. The stars that shine so bright and falling down on you. Sunbeam and shine so bright and in my eyes, and so I couldn't see what's going on. Last night and nothing happened in this night, nothing happened in these days. So I must go my own way. All of you have to go your way. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, wow. Yeah, well, that's already it for today here on Planet Mark. We're getting ready for takeoff, so put on your spacesuits. Don't forget your 10 weather hairspray and your spork. And a big thank you to Sophie, Marge, Sporky, and Kadey Paerry. Woo! Thank you for having joined us today. And be sure to listen in again next week on Planet Mark, the planet with the greatest atmosphere.